guys saw the movie last night at the LA premiere. Which cast member's performance stood out to you the most? Which is more like one of your brothers?
That's such a tough question. I think we'd be doing them a disservice because they did such a phenomenal job. Every single one of them went into such great depths to understand how their character walked, talked, acted, emotionally thought, what his family background was like, and they all did such a phenomenal job at showing who our brothers were and what the wildland fire community is really about, and diving into that hotshot community and just portraying them in such an amazing way.
Yeah. And how do you feel like about Miles's performance? Because I mean, you're right there. So.
Yeah, I think he did a phenomenal job. I was very surprised. You know, I just was blown away at the depth that he went to and the questions that we would ask and the conversations we had, to where, you know, this one line would be a few-hour conversation with me and him of, you know, what was going on that day, what was my life like, and it just really stood out and just really carried on through Josh and James and Jennifer and so many of the other actors, and just that authenticity that they wanted to portray. And you've seen it within the directors as well, and you know, just from the top down, it was just very powerful.
Right. Now, I read an article that you guys never worried about not making it home. Like, what brings that kind of feeling? Like, are you comfortable or what?
Well, I think I think it's just one of those things that you don't dwell on, because if you're dwelling on that, you're going to have a really hard time doing your job.
Yeah.
You know, the thought's there in the back of your mind, but it's not something that you want to think about right before you get out of the truck.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, it always takes a major tragedy like what happened in Yarnell to constitute policy changes. So I know that they were thinking about policies to change there. What's one policy that you would like to see
I think we're seeing some great changes already. I think it's just a matter of time, and we're seeing some great things come about from NASA. We just had a few months ago talks about some different technologies. They're implementing this. It's just finding the best way for firefighters to use it. And you know, we're out there. We carry a lot of weight, but we also don't want to hinder that work efficiency that we have. And so they're putting a lot of things in the field right now, and they're testing it. So I believe there's come a lot of change from this tragedy. It just takes time to implement that on such a large scale. You know, we see it in technology. It takes a while, and they're doing it. It's just the process that they do it in, and you know, will continue to grow as technology grows. And this film sheds light on that. It sheds light on how, as firefighters, we do so much with so little, really, and so much can go so far, and it's just such a tribute to them and to the other wildland firefighters that are out there right now.
With the release of the book and now the release of the movie, do you consider this a chapter closed and starting a new one, or you're just getting started?
I feel like this whole process, we turn pages, as you would say, every day in our life, and sometimes we go back on a few and jump forward in a few, and this film just shows progression of my life and how my brothers impacted me so much and have just given me an opportunity to be the dad I am today. And just this film has breathed life back into their stories and has just brought such great honor to the families and the loved ones, the community. And so we just continue to carry on their legacy and, you know, lean on each other as we always have.